Everybody, it's Patrick at the pitch deck. We have game 3 for you guys, round 3. It's worth it to note that like the other 2 rounds I didn't mention, this is 15 players. So with the official rules of Flesh and Blood, we can only have a top 4. You still get top 8. Whoever is 5th through 8th, you still get the cold foil, like the randomized one. But we are both 1-1. Can't remember what this particular player's loss was, because he was also 1-1. So there's potential of being 3-1 and you can get into the top 4. You have a good chance of doing that. Where this one, there's 4 Dromais at this particular ProQuest. So he starts off with gold because he was royal, and he only has the quell, whatever you call it. Yeah. So he only has quell 1 right now. He doesn't have any arcane barrier. So he starts off with that with 2 floating. I don't know if he drew into it, but he definitely is playing it now. 1 float and 3 other cards. I can't remember what I have in my hand. I know a Lesson Lava, probably a Tome and 2 blues. It's like a Tome final. So right now I don't want to send everything his way because he's going to be drawing a whole bunch and then pitching the 2. He wants to generate Ash, and then I think he pitches 2 Miraging Metamorphs, which is probably something he couldn't play along with a dragon. He has to first get the dragon, get to go again type of thing, and then go from there. So he currently has 3 floating, and now he's going to use one of them. He go up to 4, basically. Again, it's not going to strip the resources and or cards, because he doesn't have Arcane Barrier. So first I want to wait to see what his turn is. Typically you don't block against Dromai turn 1, but this is pretty explosive. Now we have Blaze Headlong right now. Nothing too scary. I think we can take this. So he goes down to 3 resources and he wants to spend one of the ashes to create a dragon. We have the mirror guy coming in. 2, nothing too crazy for 2 damage. We do respond with something here because I think he's attacking with it. I said it was okay, and then later said because I might find like a dart and I can just try maybe some like a red dart. I have 3 of them. I can probably just turn off the turn. I can't remember what's on there, and my recording isn't very good. Like, oh, it's blazing. This is such a sad turn. Oh my god. So I think it's like blazing, and then I see another blazing with Alma Find Out, and I think it's a red, a yellow, and a blue in my hand. Flare, lesson, and then regular blue, like the. So we just bottom the other blazing and then just go for the tome play, I think. So that's the rest of the blue. That's the blues. That's right. We had the 2 blues like I thought. So it was a red tome. We pitched it away. No other cards in our hands, and that is the face of not really good. Not really good. Oh man, these Dromai plays are killing me. Turn 1, they're like going off of their turns, like. And I'm trying to explain to him that it's still on the stack, and I'm waiting for something to happen, but it's not gonna happen with 2 reds in my hand. Nothing floating plus lesson, so I think I'm already down the rabbit hole. I think I should have Kano'd again. Oh, if it's a 2 cost, I Kano'd for no reason. And I don't want to use my Ragamuffins hat with what I have going on right now. Drawing into 2 reds was not ideal. That's why I was remembering the red flare, but it was a red tome in my hand to begin with. So we just let it go for 0 damage, because right now I just, yeah, we'll take the 2. It was a red dart, by the way. That's the dart I was wanting to look for, because I can snipe the mirror guy before it comes in. And now we have a Kyloria. We're already down a lot of life. I like the idea of keeping this flare plus a lesson for my arsenal target, and I don't like having 2 reds plus a yellow, and I need another blue to pump up the flare to a really good turn. I'm blocking with this anyways. So I'm gonna say hopefully I don't regret this later with a Tome coming across. So we take 1, but still a little bleeding. It wasn't very well done. It's not great. And then we have a dust up, which unfortunately was not good. Here we're good. He's gonna be creating an Ash. It's fine. I asked if he was gonna pop attack reactions. Nappies. But we do draw up into 2 blues, which I think was okay. Like, I don't know what blues were in there, but they were in there for sure, because that's what I draw up with, and I'll try to get some damage going on my turn. Again, a sad turn. Just back-to-back Dromais are not going very well. So it was definitely the right play to do what I needed to do. So we actually do pretty solid. We see a chain lightning, so we can use everything in off this 1 blue. We have a D-pot was one of the blues. I don't know which order it was. If I would have get the D-pot and put everything back, or if not. He forgets some of the cards that Kano has, which is fine because typically Kano is not very great. I'm just sitting back, not really liking these turns from Dromais that I've been dealt. I think I played it okay, and then I just happened to just get dealt shitty hands at that point. So take 5. I think this is actually pretty good play. You know, tossing 3 at him. Tossing 2, 5, and 3. So no, you know, nice 10 damage turn. Drop him down to 30. Pretty solid, I think. Alright, so we're going with his turn. We got Mirror Guy, Kyloria plus a Lonely Ashwing. 30 to like high teens for me. I can't remember. Maybe low 20s. Was it, I think it was 23 that I had mentioned before, because that was one of those turns. So we got Kyloria number 1. We draw up into an unlucky hand because think it could have helped us out last turn. I'll get to it. I don't want to spoil anything. We have a red flare, blue Voltic Bolt, Depot plus the wildfire that we had. So we got back-to-back colors, which isn't very, very good. And with me being a higher life, I think it was B. It's like, 23. I shouldn't have to worry about dying this turn. Boy, was I wrong. Double Kyloria is pretty scary. And it's just going one after the other, I think. And at some time, you can try and block a little bit. And then just place the tome, or place the pot for my turn. Unfortunately, I think I should have blocked here, but I don't know when he draws. I don't know when he draws the snatch. I don't know if it was off that Kylo or if it was before. So he has a snatch. I know he's gonna pop snaps. There's no way. I mean, it's just literally like draw, call, draw. And at this point, he's high rolling really bad like this. It's so bad. I would have been able to survive a little bit. Like, I thought I was safe at 23, and had this pot not been in my hand, I think I had a chance, because here he goes with a 1 going down to 8, I think, and he pops for for another ash, and he doesn't eat it. And then I go down to 7, and then this is lethal because it's an E strike for 7. And right now this forces me to use my my wildfire to stay alive. Unfortunately. Gotta do what you gotta do to stay alive at that point. So here we're just gonna play this for our turn. And we don't really draw into a really good hand. And I think it was just the writing was on the wall, honestly, when this turn was a lot longer than I thought it should have been. It was 1 snapback, 1 lesson, plus 2 blues, and I just don't think there was an out. If we had this hand on my turn, like if I had this wildfire in my arsenal and that was just a normal blue to block and save my life, I don't know if I would have been able to survive, or at least kill him. I should say kill him before I die. He does have 2 AB at that point, so. Him being at 30, it was it's I think he just had a really high roll last turn, and there was just nothing I can do to stop it. He was drawing a whole bunch of cards. And then I really didn't have much on my turn to, well, on his first turn for me to respond. Like I mentioned before, his turn 0 or my turn 0, however it is called. I didn't have anything for the blazing that was going through. My hands didn't cooperate. He could have been at a lower life total. Just a lot of things went wrong. And at that point, I knew I was going to struggle from turn 0. So we decide with going, what I had originally thought was I can float 2 and I can with lesson plus a blue, which is gaze, but I think how I did it was not really needed. However, I could have opted underneath and then maybe go with the tome and then the lesson at that point, which would have been fine. I think it was slightly better, but here I've got the snapback that I'm looking at plus the extra blue, and I think that I can depot the lesson plus the blue, and I can try to find another Tome of Aether Wind off of the lesson, and from there I can try to string something to kill him, which at 30 and he has a full grip because this is threatening lethal. Of course I don't, he gave me that, he accidentally showed the top before it quote unquote resolved. It's still my thinking it's 5, but more likely it's 4, and I'm already at 3, so it's presenting lethal, and I don't have enough to go off. Sorry, enough to stay alive. Enough to stay alive. I can't just block 3 because there's 2 Kylors with 4 attack breakpoints, and if they're all defensive cards in his hand, all the other cards that he could draw would kill me. 4 per, just off of the 4 breakpoints alone on the board with stay plus the rabble. Not great. Basically, what you're seeing right now is me beating a dead horse. I don't think there was an out. I really don't. And I think it was the turn 0 was just way too bad. There was a possibility of me getting the second blazing when I seen it and then use my tunic to play the Tome of Findall that I had seen. But I believe I get Tome of Findall to draw 2 reds. It would have been so bad to keep both of those and then draw 2 reds. Oh my god, that would have been so bad. Oh my god, it's so bad for these inconsistent turns off of the turn 0s. But right now we're just doing gaze into the snapback. That way we can just do the 3. Yeah, he's got plenty of time. He's at 27 right now after that. There's just no way. Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to do this now because we already know what's there, which is a lesson. Well, yeah, we already say a lesson plus, it was a lesson plus a blazing, so I can't do banish because it's not yet banished. I use the banish off the gazing instead of the lesson. So I can't banish both of these because nothing's floating. And then where's the banish for the Tome of Aether Wind? Because I need to extend as much as possible. But then again, like I said, beating a dead horse to this point, it's looking pretty grim without a Aether Wildfire. So I think I bought him a blazing. I just send this for 3. No floating. Just need a tome and at that point die. Alright, so after he read the card, we put it back on top, and then we are into sadness at that point because I draw a I think I draw a red dart plus a blue, and these red darts are coming at the worst time because he did reveal a Tome. If there was a way that was like higher life total and he didn't go crazy on his previous turn, I would have been able to keep it. But then at that point, just block it. Yep, you have the game. Yeah, these unfortunate turns from these Dromais were just either my turn 0s are so bad or they just high roll me to oblivion. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We're going to get round 4 for you guys, and that is the last round for this ProQuest. Stay tuned.